Hi everyone, happy Friday. Welcome back to Music Talk 101. My name is Jeff Benton. I am an independent artist. I have 58 songs out on streaming services currently, and I have been an independent artist since the early, probably around 2016. And I just want to talk about today, I'm going to get right into it, about Spotify. First of all, I want to say, I'm not opposed to using Spotify. I use it when I release my songs. I want to make sure it's on Spotify. But I have to be honest today. I want to disclose the truth about Spotify. Spotify is not on our side as an independent artist. And the reason why I say that is because I truly feel that unless you are a top artist, top 50 artist, you are not going to make it anywhere on Spotify. They're not on your side. They're not trying to push you to help you get more of an audience. They're not there to get your song heard. And it's the reason why I say that is because they came out with this new thing not long ago where you have to get 1,000 streams to even get paid. I remember when I first started in 2016, I used to get paid by Spotify, and about 6 months ago, it all stopped. And the reason why I say they're not on your side is because they're not helping small artists at all. And it's really sad because there's such a need for them to help people, but they don't want to do it. They're going to keep pushing out the Drakes, the Taylor Swifts, the people like that are top chart people. And, they're just going to keep driving that into people like, we want to hear more of that. I could care less about it, As an independent artist, I'd rather hear other independent artists and what they're doing. And I wish Spotify would understand that not everybody wants to hear those top chart songs. I think most people now are getting tired of hearing about these artists, It's really sad. But anyways, they're not paying the independent artists unless you hit 1,000 streams per song, which if you're a no-name artist, that's very hard, I have 58 songs out, and out of all of those songs, I've never hit 1,000 streams on Spotify. I can release a song and go on there to see if anybody's even listened to it. Sometimes it's 0. And it's very discouraging because you can go on YouTube and get 200, 300, 400, 500 streams on that song. And I think I got one on YouTube Music that's nearing 700 streams. But in order to get that on Spotify, it's merely impossible. Like I said, unless you are a well-named independent artist, you would have to be someone like, so I went blank there, but his name is Nick D, and supposedly he gets millions of plays on pretty much every streaming service, and he is an independent artist. But that's not the case for every one of us. Most people, it takes a long time to get to a point where you're getting a lot of streams, and especially in the beginning. I think Spotify could do better at pushing the artists out there and helping us out, because it is very hard to get any traction in this music industry where everyone is geared towards getting those songs played by the top artists. It's just like the radio. You turn on the radio, you could listen for an hour and you're going to hear the same old songs over and over and over. It is exhausting. I don't want to do that. I don't even listen to the radio anymore. I don't listen to top name artists. I would much rather listen to independent artists like you and me and discover new music, that's out there. I'm tired of hearing the same old thing. So in conclusion to this, I want to say, Spotify, you can do better. We need to get on team with independent artists, start helping small artists get more exposure, and start paying us again. 1,000 streams per song doesn't sound like a lot, but to an unnamed artist, it is very difficult to do that. And you can have some great work, and you're still going to struggle to get 1,000 streams per song. Some of these people that have big promotions and they have ways of getting their name out there, it's easy for them maybe, but not when you're doing your own advertisement like myself. You're using social media and whatnot. Unless you have a massive following, it's going to be nearly impossible for those people to get 1,000 streams. And I've already lost quite a bit of money when Spotify stopped paying me. So let's get back on track, Spotify, and help the small artists. I think all of you guys listening to this would agree that you've noticed your income going way down since they announced that you have to have 1,000 streams per song to even get paid, and that is ridiculous. I won't stop using Spotify, but I will tell you this: I'm not happy with the company, and they can do better. But when I release a song, I definitely want it on Spotify so it's heard. But it's just sad that they are not paying the small artists like me and you. So if everybody listening to this would please just, make a video yourself, and maybe if they heard it enough from everyone, maybe they'll implement that back where they start paying you per stream, whether you got 1 or 2 or 1,000. I think everyone is worthy of getting paid. I don't care if they got only 10 streams in a year. They need to make it a little bit easier on us as independent artists. So if you agree with me, please leave your name, or not your name, leave a comment in the comment section, and I would love to hear what you think about it, because I think it's BS that they are doing this to the small artists, and I think they need to bring back the old royalty program where they pay us per stream, and it should not be 1,000 streams before they even start paying us. That is not right. So, Spotify, you can do better. And this is just my opinion on Spotify. So if you guys agree, please give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Take care.